So let's take personal information, uh, a basic information about a person. So can you tell me any integer field, you know, from a person? Uh, um, there are different types of databases, columns, right?
Yes.
The different types of
Yes.
databases. So for example, let me take SSN, which
Okay.
is unique for every person. So, and then I have a name and a full postal address. Okay.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
a database is nothing but a list of rows and columns.
Mm-hmm.
So columns will tell you what nature of information it has, and then the rows will identify each person in this example. So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as an SSN, and then Bobby as a name, and then address, simply as line 1, line 2, and then I would have postal code, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is my basic information of a table. So when we talk about structured, so this is a very well structured data. So this is the structured one, and this is in the tabular form. And
Mm-hmm.
if I have to, put this in what do you call CSV. So basically, in CSV, we would call the first column, the column names, as headers, so that we note it as a header record, and then full postal address. Okay, so the first row is the header record, and the each column is separated by a comma. So all the integer and numeric values will be present as is, and all the strings will be presented either in a single quote or a double quote format. So mostly it is the double quote. So it will be something like this. So this is the CSV form of the data, and there is semi-structured data. So semi-structured data, the best example is the JSON format or the tags. So do you know what a tag is?
No, Sunil.
Okay,
No.
cool. So anything between less than and greater than, consider it a
Okay.
tag for now. So it's like if I say it's a personal data, this is the tag name I'm given, and this is the beginning of the tag. If it ends with a slash on the same name, this is the end. Basically, it starts from line 6 and it ends
Mm-hmm.
in line 8. So this is the
Mm-hmm.
highest most tag for this example, personal data. And in between, I have an SSN tag, and then I have end of SSN tag. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the first field, and the second field would be name, and then it ends with a backslash name. So in between, I would have a name mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the address tag. So we would have the complete address written here. So this is the semi-structured data. Why it is semi-structured? Because certain fields may or may not have the addresses, certain records. So in such cases, I will read only the first two fields, SSN and name, and third is not present. It will be something like not applicable, or it does not give me anything when I try to read the data. So it
Okay.
may or may not be there. That is why we call it as a semi-structured. And
Mm-hmm.
fully structured data is the audio, video, images, or a Word document or a PDF document, which cannot be stored in a tabular form. We need to understand, go into the file and try to get the information. They are the fully unstructured data examples.
Sorry,
So
can you
it's,
repeat that the
yeah,
fully unstructured data examples are?
anything which is which can't be put in a tabular form.
Which can't be put into a tabular form. Okay.
Yeah. Suppose you click a picture. How do you save a picture in the table?
Yeah, exactly.
So, so you will have a, have to be stored as a picture, and then you need to retrieve it as a picture to display anywhere.
Okay.
Okay. So the of course the picture will be it's basically a collection of pixels. You can
Hmm.
read a picture, but you can't
Yeah.
read it in the same way as you read a table.